No! We have to... We have to... What? I just finished my first playthrough of God of War Ragnarok, and I'm stunned. You just saw the credits that I just watched there, so you'll know exactly what just happened, and I'm not going to say any more. This is going to be a completely spoiler-free thoughts initially after playing it for the first time, and... oh my god. I wasn't ready to feel the kind of things that I felt in this game. This was... I had prepared myself for a bunch of things, for a bunch of moments that I thought, oh my god, this is gonna be painful. Get yourself ready, Eddie. Get yourself ready, because that armor is gonna need to be on point. But they did so much more. The guys at Sony Santa Monica Studios did so much more than I was prepared for. And, oh, this game is easily game of the year. We're going to have to talk about game of the generation. People are going to have to compare to this now. This is the standard. This is the bar. The same way that The Last of Us Part 2 was the bar for destroying you emotionally and making you feel damaged at the end of it. This, giving you that feeling of wholesomeness, giving you that feeling of want, of need, of being felt complete. We are gonna have to have games now be compared to God of War Ragnarok. This is... PlayStation have managed to pull out two defining games of gaming. That's crazy. Oh, God, I'm blown away by this game. I'm absolutely blown away. As I said, I'm not going to be speaking any spoilers right here on this video. I'm just posting this so you guys can get my initial reaction right after being stabbed and then repaired again after everything that happened in this game, especially at the end here. I'll be posting loads of like reactions of key moments in the game. I've been recording all of my gameplay up until now. You've seen some of the stuff go up live already. You can expect those over the next couple of days, and after a little while we'll do a whole blown review. You guys can write in, I can read some of your comments, stuff like that. But for now, I am in love with this game. And the thing is that the game didn't do what I was expecting it to do. I was going in with a preconceived idea of what God of War Ragnarok was going to do, where it was going to go in the story, and I was just going to play the game to experience how Sony Santa Monica Studios will be doing that. But it wasn't like that at all. And at some points of me thinking about it, I was like, oh, is this good? Is this what I'm it's not what I was expecting. But then I realized it was what I was expecting. And then I opened myself up to the game. And then we got everything that you guys have probably seen. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The grand scale of it, the sheer size of the story, the breadth that goes across the in-game world. It's fantastical. It's unbelievable. I really, really loved it. Every character that we met seemed so deep and so real. And we got to have such great moments with each one of them. The core characters, the standouts for me, obviously Christopher Judge, obviously, gonna butcher his name, Sammy, I'm gonna butcher his name. I'm not gonna say it. What's the point? Atreus' character. Atreus, Kratos, obviously fantastic. Freya though, Daniela, oh my god, outstanding. The feels, she needs to get some sort of award for that performance. That was incredible. I felt the pain that she felt. I felt the sacrifices that she was making, pushing all of her anger. No more being said. Everything that she did. This game is incredible, and how they managed to pull it off, how they managed to give such depth to characters that we've only known through these games. Only known through like maybe like 5 hours each of them. And the way that we saw Kratos in this, and by the end where he became what he became, where he started, everything that he went through. I won't say any of the lines of dialogue, but there's some iconic lines of dialogue that Kratos lets out. Atreus as well. And their words, their lines that I'm never going to be able to shake from my mind. I'm never going to be able to shake from my heart. This was amazing. And that's all on the character side, that's all on the dialogue side. When it comes to gameplay as well, again, not going to mention any spoilers here, but the gameplay is so fantastic, and so much so that they felt like they wanted to add on top of that. Like, and it makes so much sense as well when you think about it, because at the beginning of the game they talk about how long it's been since the last game and how they've been training and stuff like that. And of course, that reflects in the gameplay. It shows that they have got more movesets. They've got all kinds of different combination of attacks and things like that. It's because they've been training this whole time. It's such a great game. It's such an improvement as well over 2018. 2018, I'll tell you guys, it has its unique thing. The thing that I loved about 2018 is that it was a simple story about a man and his boy, a man and his son, taking his wife's ashes to the peak of the 9 realms. It was a simple story. There were some bumps along the way, but it was pure. It was simple. It was raw. You got to see this relationship. You got to see this deep, closed off man become more open and love someone that we've never seen properly, like not in this way before. And then God of War Ragnarok takes that same thing. It does the same thing again. But it adds so much more to it. It adds so much more growth. I thought there was so much more growth in 2018 anyway. And it added even more. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. And then if we talk about all those story moments, those moments that made my heart, God, that made my heart ache, truly ache. I like to think I'm a tough man. Tough in the sense that I need something really powerful to knock me down, to break through this armor that I'm wearing. It happened one time fairly recently when I replayed The Last of Us Part 1, now being a father, having that moment at the beginning that destroyed me. But other than that, I've never really felt something that powerful. God of War 2018 had those moments as well, and combined with the score and everything like that, it was beautiful and it got me really choked up, but not to the point of tears. In this game, I experienced tears. Both happy and sad tears. The Last of Us was fantastic. Last of Part 2 was such a great game that it made you feel uncomfortable. Something that movies have done in the past, and we've like said, oh, that's amazing, that's fantastic. God of War Ragnarok makes you feel hurt, makes you feel loved, makes you feel great, makes you feel terrible. And in the end, you feel like you've been born again. It's so, so good. Oh my God. This game is going to really, really affect me now going to other games. I'm not saying I'm expecting every game to be God of War Ragnarok level. But if there's a game out there that comes to claim that it's an epic cinematic adventure or epic story or epic heartwarming or whatever it might be, something like that, it's going to struggle a lot. And with other publishers seeing obviously how great Sony's doing with these types of games, it's only going to be even harder for them now after playing God of War Ragnarok. There was some twists and turns that I didn't expect in this game, and I'm glad I couldn't predict them, because experiencing them, having the shock hit me like a shock wave from the Leviathan axe. That was mad. That was crazy. I'm still in shock with this game. I can't believe that we have it. There's some things I want to talk about in terms of the story, in terms of maybe some loose ends, let's say. I won't say any more than that, but I will save that for either a dedicated video or the full spoiler cast that I do with maybe some people and stuff like that. We'll get some people from maybe God of War community and things like that if we can. But I have ideas for that, and I have questions, and I have thoughts about those, as I'm sure you guys do. And it'd be great to break this thing apart, but spoiler free right now, this is a clear game of the year for me for this year, for 2022. And so far, game of the generation. It made me feel things I had no idea a video game could. And it's going to be very difficult for any video game to ever top this. I'm open to see it happen. I would love to see that happen. But man, that's going to be a very, very tall order. Jesus. Guys, let me know in the comments section your thoughts on the game. Remember, keep this spoiler free. No spoilers in the chat right here. Really, no character mentions, no key moments, nothing like that. But just give me your off the top thoughts. We will go into a spoiler discussion one day, and I'll get you guys to write in as well, so you guys can have your words read out on the videos as well, and you can have your thoughts, and we can raise your concerns as well. I think it'd be very awesome. And as well, if you think there's someone that you think in the God of War community would be good to get on the video to do a collaboration, feel free to shoot their names my way, and we'll see what happens. You never know. You never know, guys. All right. I've still got tons of side content to do. There's still lots and lots for me to do. I've still got to get all of the Ravens. I'm going to get the Platinum Trophy. There's still so much for me to do, and I'm not going to delay any further. I'm just going to get right into it. All right. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Thank you all for tuning in, boys.